Right now, I'm at work. So, it's life. That's what life is really all about. So, look, I was talking earlier about like movies on the flicks that I be watching every once in a while. That's that good app that I have downloaded and I ain't got no link to, so I'm not making no money off of that app. But I'm just saying, it's my recommendation. Mia culpa. Dope movie. Dope movie. Greater actors and actresses in it. Excuse me for a second. This is live. I don't want nobody thinking that this is pre-recorded, so I had to do some shit like that. I am not AI. So let's do that on Hulu, which is another great app that I like to rock with. So I left before I came back. Now I'm back. I was talking about some shit I was fucking with before. I know you probably don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just trying to catch up my mind because I'm at work right now. People be like, "Oh, get a job, do this, do that." I'm at work, buddy. You know what I mean? I'm at work. I was talking about the sequels that they put out, right? Some movies you leave alone. Some movies you drop, you leave it, is where it's at. It's a classic. They have them, all kind of movies are just classic to me. They got classicals, right? I was saying, I see they have a sequel for The Devil Wears Prada. There's great movies like you just don't make a sequel for. I'm glad that they got the original people from The Devil Wears Prada to do the number two. But I was like, The Exorcist was one that you just leave alone. It's a movie that you could just be like, you know what, we ain't never gonna fuck with that. It's been created. That's the creation. That's how I felt. Moving on. There's certain other movies in history that you leave alone, right? You know it's great by itself. It doesn't need a number two after it. It's not a franchise that needs to be franchised out like that. You leave it alone. You leave it alone. Boys in the Hood. There's no part two that I know of for Boys in the Hood. Dope. You know what I mean? I think that's dope. You know what I'm saying? And 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 that's my word. By that being the only one to me that makes it like a classical movie. I'm not gonna say classic hood movie, whatever. People in the suburbs watch that movie. I know people all over the place. That's why people in other countries have seen that movie. Dope movie. Boys in the Hood. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't seen it, go ahead and watch it. My recommendation. It's a recommendation, a referral. I'm not getting paid for. They're not paying me to say it. You know what I'm saying? This is not a sponsored thing right here. I'm not getting any cash by telling y'all this shit. This is just my personal feelings towards like stuff like that. I like those movies. You know what I'm saying? A movie that I feel should not have a part two. There shouldn't be a sequel. It should just be a one and done. Finish. Finito. We did it. Nobody else can't recreate it. It's something that's stamped in the history books as a cinematography for the people. One of those movies, and I'm gonna move on after this. But I gotta come and tell you from the bottom of my heart, the top of my gut. One of those movies that's for real that should have never, ever have a part two. There should never be a part two to this movie. And a part two for it is true blasphemy. Disrespectful. Heartbreaking. Destructive. Downright fucked up. All right, we're all adults here. Right? Fucked up. It's messed up. It's the best, worst shit ever. All right? And that sequel is the sequel to Belly. I said it, motherfucker. I don't care. That's my word. Take those actors, actresses, and all the other people that had something to do with number two and name it something else, move it over, get it out of the no franchise for that. It should be a number one. It should be no sequel. The next one, I don't even consider it to be part two. To be honest with you, I just say it was some underground thing that you know what I'm saying. You can't say that it's part two. You can't do it. You can't do it. I'm gonna say if to this next one, and I know I said I was gonna leave it alone because one next that could be even more detrimental and more disgusting for people to watch and more hurtful for even me to even say out of my mouth for a sequel to this. And I want to say that I heard that there is one. I have never seen it. I would never put my eyes on it, even if there is a sequel to it. I swear it on everything. I don't care who they go get. I don't care what name they put in there, and they say this one is, even if they said this one is a million times better than I would never watch it. And I mean that. I'm saying this right now. And I'm not trying to hurt the franchise either. Maybe I shouldn't say it then. Because I don't want them not to do. Y'all do what y'all gotta do. Y'all do what y'all got. I'm just saying this how strong I feel about no sequels should be had. Because I don't think you could do it justice. Maybe you can. The movie was so dope that it is a sequel. It's one of those movies that you watch this. You could be. Let me tell you something. You could be 95. You could be 155. You could be dead. You could be on another planet. You could use so many things that you could be. You understand? Put all the you could be's in front of the sentence, and you could be whatever that is. This movie still will relevate. It will still hit you. You still will be like, oh, you know what? I fucks with that movie. I know what you're talking about. If you haven't seen it yet, and I'm not getting paid for this. I'm not getting any money for it. I'm not getting sponsored for saying this to you. Shotters. Shotters should not have a part two. If there's a part two to that blasphemy, get it out of here. Get it. I don't care who's in it. I don't care what they try to do with it. No good. No good. Get it out of here. Hands down. All right? Hands down. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna pick on nothing. I'm not gonna go out there too far. There's a lot of movies where they left it alone. They did the right thing. They left it alone after they created it. I can't recall, and I'm telling you, I can't. Great, great movie. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that there shouldn't be a part two to this. This one I feel like should be a franchise. It should have just kept on going to like number 8,046. A Vampire in Brooklyn. That's my word. Eddie Murphy, yo, that should have been, I see where he was going with the cop thing. You know what I'm saying? It's icky. You know what I'm saying? But I see where he was going with the cop thing with the other the clock number movie. Yeah, I ain't getting paid to say so. I saw where he was going with that, trying to make that his franchise or whatever it was. But Vampire in Brooklyn. That one I see there could have been so many sequels. I mean, he could have like how he tried to do with the Coming to America thing. He could have had kids in that. It could have been Vampire in Brooklyn number 8,026, the great grandkids. That would have been fucked up because vampires got to bite kids. So they would have to go running around biting babies and shit to make them his great grand. Just to make them his great grandkids, they would have to go around biting babies. So what? Y'all know what I'm talking about. That's just the thing of the vampire, alright? I don't know. I'm not a vampire. I'm not vamping. I'm not or vaping. None of that. I'm just saying. I was thinking about like movies that shouldn't be a sequence. It shouldn't be like the franchise moment. There's too many movies out there where they just was like, "This is gonna be a franchise." Why y'all doing that to that movie? That movie, y'all fucked up with that. All right. So there's a lot of good movies, man. I'm telling you that they sustain singularity. They sustain the. I did this once. We're not gonna go back. You know what I'm saying? I think that a movie Here you go. I'm gonna give you one that should be looked up right now. Should be played. If they're streaming it, it should be streamed, right? And if they're not streaming it, I want some credit for being the person to say it should be streamed. Like I should get paid for that because I'm not getting paid for this. But I'm gonna throw out another movie. Great cinematography in my eyes. I'm giving it the fingers like that. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and say this to you. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it out there. All right, because it's a movie. I got a little bias to it because it was, I believe, shot in New York. I believe that's the train that they're talking about, the train line that they're talking about is in New York. So I'm gonna just go ahead and I'm gonna shout this out to y'all. I'm gonna give it to you right now. Look it up. Do whatever you gotta do so you can watch it. Great movie. I'm just my little recommendation. Just another girl on the IRT. Yo, when I saw that, I was like, all right. I started to be like, I could make a movie. You know what I'm saying? I see where things are going. I see where life is heading. I see where it's at. You know what I'm saying? Then you start seeing like 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 people doing, because that's all it is. When you're an entertainer, you're acting, you're acting and rapping and stuff like that. And I think that the seriousness of the rapper's fans turns the rapper more into the seriousness of the rapper. If the fans aren't calling for a 24-hour action of you being this what you are, then I don't think that you and your brain go as far. There's some people out there, you already know, and when they're in the people's eyes, they're on. Lights, camera, action, wow. They're just running as who they are, and they don't stop. A lot of artists like that. I think you got the artists that could cross over and be like an actor. Be like it. They're acting like they're actors, but they're acting the same when they're acting like they're rappers. You know what I mean? And that might go over your head, but you'll be all right. You'll catch on. You know what I'm saying? Dope though, you know? In the hood, when the DVD things was running, I gotta say, and I don't know who owns this shit either. So I don't know if I want to say it either because I ain't getting paid. But the movies from Rockefeller Films with Jay-Z and these dudes, those were some good hood movies. Like where you want to be like, all right, and I'm sorry to even call them that, right? So let's because I said we don't. Yeah, that's true. So movies. You're talking about, a movie where it's like, oh yeah, this is like a starter movie. That's dope. I'm telling you, like the movies that I used to watch with Sylvester Stallone walking around the village, priceless, priceless. Him and your man's movies from Tribeca. Those movies to me make you wanna, for me, not everybody. I'm saying for me, make you wanna do a little independent movie type of thing, right? You get your little movie thing going. You want to do a little independent movie thing. Those movies do it. Those movies for me, they move you somewhat because it puts you into the mind frame. It puts you into this perspective. Like, oh yeah, let me go ahead and start. You know, let me go ahead and start making these little movies and putting these movies out. And then, you put them out, you see where it goes, you see what happens. Same thing like with a record. You just put the record out, see what happens with the record. You never know. You just don't know. You're having fun. And that's what life really should be about. Have as much fun as fucking possible. You know what I mean? It's just doing as much fun, the fun things in life. Those things that people wish they could do. Some people right now, they so uptight and just angry all the day long. You know what I mean? They be watching you from afar. You know what I'm saying? I, every time I say that, I think about that song. What does it feel like? I mean, why does it feel like somebody's watching me? It's a fucking incredible song. Look it up. I tell y'all to look up a lot of shit because why not? You know what I mean? You can look it up. Look it up right now. We're here right now. You can just open up another window. Look it up. You know what I'm saying? Why does it feel like somebody's watching me? It was a great song because you know it's like that. Who has seen The Empire Strike Back? That was a movie to watch back in the day. What's wrong with my remote control? Sitting here trying to find some shit. It won't. Oh hell no! My TV froze. Can you imagine that? While I'm making this video, talking shit, the TV want to act stupid. That's why it's insubordination with the electronics. All right, 1 minute they work, the next minute they just, you know what I'm saying? And then they like, oh, be careful, cause one day they're gonna rule the. Shut the with that, man. Shut up. You know what I'm saying? One day they're gonna rule the planet. Can you just, can you just let me watch what I was watching? See, see, that's what I'm talking about. I'm sitting here and I wanted to watch this movie, and now it's like, but then they like, oh, the electronics one day is gonna rule the world. It's gonna turn off shit on us. You know what I'm saying? That's all it's gonna do. It freezes, it glitches, it doesn't stop that. Damn, I had to reboot this whole shit just now. You should have seen it. I had to reboot the whole shit, B. Yo, entitled people, that's gonna be my next story, I'm telling you. I got some footage of some people that's just real weird. Real weird. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about them others that y'all be just always like, oh, that's a no, no, no. We be forgetting about these. It's the one DMX was talking about when he was talking about when he was like, mind your business, lady. It's her. It's literally one of them. It's not. But the thing that's funny is that it's not just one of them. They're in groups too, motherfucker. In groups. Can you believe that? 2026, they're in groups too. In different states too. You would think that it's just one state. Oh no. But there's one particular state that you are not gonna be shocked. But don't worry. Don't worry. Like I said, it's coming, it's like a rollout. It's the rollout. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have some good stuff come out. It's a rollout. You already know. And it's not a game. It's not a game. It's the rollout. So hold on. Some more good movies right here on Hulu. Hulu was a good uh Hulu is actually, and you know what it is? I'm gonna do this. I don't get paid from Hulu, but I know some people that do for doing recommendations. I'm gonna give them a shout. If that's what you want me to do for you, maybe I will. I don't know, send some coins over. But I'm gonna do a video for them. That way you can see what I be doing. And then like we make these videos and we put them up. And we will promote those videos for these people. Cinematography, that's wonderful. You get, because look, The Last Dragon is on Hulu. Great movie. Great movie. I don't even, let me see who made this. I don't know if it's, this was way back in the days. And the funny thing is this, Homeboy, I don't recall him being like an actor that everybody, you know what I'm saying? But I might could get the information. I can see it right there. Let me see. Let me see if I can get the information because it's right there. Oh, yeah, okay, got it. So hold on, let me get a little closer to the TV. It says, okay, I'm Bright Javon, okay. Mm-hmm. Story of a young man in a big city. It's true. I've watched this several times. I've seen it, so that's real. So what I'm gonna do is I'll do a clip for that, and then put the clip out for you. That way you can see the clip, and you can see what it is that we do, and then you can understand a little bit better. This is probably why they don't got too many friends because they got too much commercials. And that's the difference between one and the other. The commercials. Commercials will make or break a moment. It'll fuck up a whole like dream. One commercial could do that at its best. That's why they say he looked like a bobblehead. He got this commercial for road. Okay, we never had known. Your man doing the weight loss commercial. Charles. Wow. Okay. Mmm. Okay. I forget about this one too. TriStar Pictures. Damn. That's like some old school shit. And even like the whole glow. I like it, man. See, the world is something else, man. We don't gotta keep ranting. I don't gotta rant every day about like what's bad about the world because everybody else up here ranting about the world. I'm trying to tell y'all where the movies is. I'm over here just watching movies, just chilling and watching movies. I had this camera, one of these cameras, it's a Panasonic. I don't even know if they make this anymore. But I had this, look at that. I had this since way back. Go straight to DVD. You take that, put that right into the computer, zip it out, boom, bam. You edit in immediately. Immediately. You ain't have to wait and all that other shit. In other words, like today you still, you're waiting. Not really, because today's instant. Today you put this, I could have this right now. I could have this right now going on to the computer right now. And then we could be, chop it up later or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying, son? What that saying? Mmm. Shout out to everybody in India. Thanks for watching. Thanks for jumping on here. Shout out to everybody everywhere, man. You know what I'm saying? Good looking out, people. I think like one day I'm gonna just stream the whole day. I might do a 24-hour stream. I might do a 7-day-a-week stream. That's what I was feeling like. Do like a whole 7-day-a-week stream. Like everybody just, you know what I mean? Stream it just for 7 days. See what's good. See what's the pop off with that. Sure enough. Incredible.